Children, let's continue. The essay come September. Recently, those who have criticized the actions of the US government, myself included, have been called anti American. She says that the people like her who criticize the actions of the US government, maybe in terms of corporate globalization or war against terror, the globalization where the large corporations reach all over the world, they open factories, they open offices in different countries, and they use the resources of that country, and the profit is taken to the capitalist nations. And she is critiquing the corporate globalization, the war against terror of America, and she says that those who raise their voice against US policies are labeled as anti American. Anti Americanism isn't the process of being consecrated into an ideology. Arundhati Roy states that anti Americanism, the hatred towards their policies, their foreign policies, is there. According to Noam Chomsky, it implies that the disliking of the American government or its policies, it is getting evolved as an ideology because the term is also broadly used nowadays. The term anti American is usually used by the American establishment to discredit and not falsely but shall we say inaccurately define its critics. The term anti American against American is used by American government or people in power in America to discredit, and she says not falsely but inaccurately define its critics. They use the term anti American to denote, to label the critics of their policies. The person would be judged. They are not given chances to speak their own views, and the whole people, country of that country turn against this person. And the argument that the person raises will be lost. The argument will be lost in that confusion mixed with national pride. In that patriotic spirit, people will not be ready to hear the person who was labeled as anti American. They will not hear that person. People would have a prejudiced mind against those people. She continues, but what does the term anti American mean? Does it mean you are anti jazz or that you are opposed to freedom of speech? That you don't delight in Toni Morrison or John Updike? That you have a quarrel with giant sequoias? And she asked that what does the term this anti American mean? Whether it is that person is against jazz music, the music that emerged in the 20th century. And she again asked, anti American means that is, if you are opposed to freedom of speech, does it mean that? Even though America declares freedom of expression by people, the right of individuals to speak freely, they have limitations. Because if they speak against the people in power, they are questioned. They are branded as anti American. And she again asked, the term anti American, does it mean that you don't enjoy reading Toni Morrison, the American novelist, essayist, or you don't delight in John Updike, another famous American novelist? Does it mean that? Or it does mean that the term anti American, that you have a quarrel with giant sequoias, the trees that reach enormous height and attain the age exceeding 1,000 years. Sequoias are there in America, in California. So being anti-American means that you are against this tree, that you don't like that tree. Does it mean that you don't admire the hundreds of thousands of American citizens? Does it mean that you are against the people of the country who marched against nuclear weapons? Never, because she herself is a political activist who works for the disarmament of nuclear weapons. Or the thousands of war resistors who forced their government to withdraw from Vietnam. The term anti American means you're against all these things. Is it like that? You're against the people of the country who stood against nuclear weapons, who stood against the war. Does it mean that you hate all Americans? Whether the term denotes all these things? No, it's not like that. Anti America, the term itself is used by the American establishments to denote, to define its critics. But the critics are against US government's policies, not against the other things. But when a person is labeled as anti American, it has been labeled that that person is against everything in America. That person is against the music of America, against the writers, novelists of America, against their natural resources. The term is branded like that. This sly conflation, this very cunning and tricky merging of the other areas of America with the government's policies is actually tricks the people, is actually a strategy, a deliberate strategy. ഒരാളെ ആൻറ്റി അമേരിക്കൻ ആക്കുന്നത് വഴി ആ ആളെ അമേരിക്കയുടെ കൾച്ചറിന് എഗൻസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടാണ് ആൾ നിൽക്കുന്നത്, മ്യൂസിക്കിന് എഗൻസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടാണ് ആൾ നിൽക്കുന്നത്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ലിറ്ററേച്ചറിന് എഗൻസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടാണ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിൻ്റെ നാച്ചുറൽ ബ്യൂട്ടിക്ക് എഗൻസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടാണ് ആൾ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. അതും അതിൻ്റെ കൂടെ ഈ ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിൻ്റെ പോളിസീസും എല്ലാം കൂടെ മിക്സപ്പ് ആയിട്ടാണ് ആൻറ്റി അമേരിക്കൻ എന്നുള്ളൊരു ടേമിൽ ലേബിൾഡായി വരുന്നത്. ഒരു ആൾ ആൻറ്റി അമേരിക്കൻ എന്നാക്കുമ്പോൾ ഈ എല്ലാ കാര്യത്തിലും കൂടിയിട്ടാണ് ഒരാളെ അങ്ങനെ ലേബൽ ചെയ്യപ്പെടുന്നത്. The sly conflation of America's culture, music, literature, breathtaking physical beauty of the land, that is sequoias, the ordinary pleasures of ordinary people, with criticism of the US government's foreign policy, about which, thanks to America's free press, sadly most Americans know very little. It's a deliberate and extremely effective strategy. Media is also influenced by this marking, and it is like a retreating army taking cover in a heavily populated city, hoping that the prospect of hitting civilian targets will deter enemy fire. It is actually tricking the people. But there are many Americans who would be mortified to be associated with their government's policies. There are certain Americans itself against the policies of America. The most scholarly, scathing, incisive, hilarious critics of the hypocrisy and contradictions in US government policy come from American citizens itself. American citizens itself gives out certain hilarious critique against the US government policy. Certain American citizens itself were critical of the government policy of America. When the rest of the world wants to know what the US government is up to, we turn to Noam Chomsky, Edward Said, Howard Zinn, Ed Herman, Amy Goodman, Michael Albert, Chalmers Johnson, William Bloom, and Anthony Amo to tell us what is really going on. These scholars and writers, they were critical of the policies of America. These American citizens, they itself gave critical remarks on the hypocrisy of the government. For example, Noam Chomsky has been a critic of American imperialism. He says that the major principle of the foreign policy of the United States is itself to establish the societies that are politically controlled by the United States. And by that, this nation, United States, can itself prosper. Arundhati Roy says that the world or the people like her need to look into the remarks of these Americans itself because they speak the truth. They uncovers the hypocrisy of the US government policies. Similarly, in India, not hundreds but millions of us would be ashamed and offended if we were in any way implicated with the present Indian government's fascist policies, which, apart from the perpetration of state terrorism in the Valley of Kashmir in the name of fighting terrorism, have also turned a blind eye to the recent state supervised pogrom against Muslims in Gujarat. In 2002, there was a massacre happened in Gujarat, mass massacre. In a conflict in Gujarat, 59 Hindu pilgrims were burned to death, and the ruling party blamed Muslim minorities for the tragedy, and the violence broke out in the place. And about more than 1,000 people died. Most of the people were Muslims, and many were displaced from their homes. She says that government has turned a blind eye towards this, or they just ignored this state supervised massacre against Muslims in Gujarat. It would be absurd to think that those who criticize the government, Indian government, are anti-Indian, although the government itself never hesitates to take that line. And she says that it is really awkward to think that those who criticize the government's policies are labeled as anti-Indian. The government itself also sometimes take this. They also call the persons as anti-Indian, those who criticize the policies of the government. She continues, it is dangerous to cede to the Indian government or the American government or anyone for that matter the right to define what India or America are ought to be. And she says that it is really dangerous to transfer the Indian government or the American government, or in fact people in power, to define what is India or to define what is America. The people in power, they decide what is India or what is their country, what is America. It is very dangerous. കാരണം ഓരോരുത്തരുടെയും വ്യൂ പോയിന്റ് ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും, ഓരോരുത്തരുടെ പേഴ്സ്പെക്റ്റീവ്സും ഡിഫറെൻ്റ് ആയിരിക്കും. ആളുകൾ അവരവരുടെ വ്യൂസ് പറയുമ്പോൾ ദേ ആർ നോട്ട് എഗൻസ്റ്റ് ദ നേഷൻ, ബട്ട് ദേ ആർ ഓൺലി എഗൻസ്റ്റ് സർട്ടൻ പോളിസീസ് ഇൻ ദ നേഷൻ. അരുന്ധതി റോയിനെ ആൻറ്റി ഇന്ത്യൻ ആയിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്, ആൻറ്റി അമേരിക്കൻ ആയിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. ബട്ട് ഷീ ഈസ് നോട്ട് എഗൻസ്റ്റ് ദി അതർ തിങ്സ് ഇൻ ഇന്ത്യ. ഷീ ഈസ് എഗൻസ്റ്റ് certain policies, certain government policies. To call someone anti-American, indeed to be anti-American, or for that matter anti-Indian or anti-Timbuktan, it is not just racist, it is the failure of the imagination. She says that you have to tolerate others. ഒരാളുടെ വ്യൂ മാത്രമാണ് കറക്റ്റ് എന്ന് നമുക്ക് പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും അവരവരുടേതായിട്ടുള്ള പേഴ്സ്പെക്റ്റീവ്സ് ഉണ്ട്, വാല്യൂസ് ഉണ്ട്, അഭിപ്രായങ്ങളുണ്ട്. ആൻഡ് inability to see the world in terms other than those the establishment has set out for you. ഒരാൾ എസ്റ്റാബ്ലിഷ് ചെയ്ത ആ രീതിയിൽ കൂടെ തന്നെ എല്ലാവരും പോകണം എന്ന് പറയാൻ പാടില്ല. ബിക്കോസ് എവ്രിബഡി ഹാസ് ദെയർ ഓൺ വ്യൂ പോയിൻറ്റ്സ്. ഇങ്ങനെ ആൻറ്റി അമേരിക്കൻ എന്നായിട്ടോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആൻറ്റി ഇന്ത്യൻ ആയിട്ടൊക്കെ മുദ്ര കുത്തപ്പെടുമ്പോൾ എന്താ ഉണ്ടാവുന്നത്? അങ്ങനെ മുദ്ര കുത്തുന്ന ആൾക്ക് വേറൊരു രീതിയിൽ ആ ഒരു രാജ്യത്തെ, ആ ഒരു എസ്റ്റാബ്ലിഷ്മെൻറ്റിനെ കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല. അവർ വിചാരിക്കുന്ന വഴിയിൽ കൂടെ തന്നെ ആ ഒരു രാജ്യം മുമ്പോട്ട് പോകണമെന്നുള്ള ആ ഒരു വാശി. ഇപ്പോൾ താലിബാനിലുള്ളത് നമ്മൾ എന്താണ് കണ്ടത്? അവിടെയുള്ളവർ ആ റൂൾസ് ഫോളോ ചെയ്തിരിക്കണം, അത് മസ്റ്റാണ്. അത് ചെയ്തില്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അഗെയിൻസ്റ്റ് ദ കൺട്രി ആയി, അഗെയിൻസ്റ്റ് ദ പോളിസി ആയി, then they have to face consequences. If you are not a Bushi, you are a Taliban. If you don't love us, you hate us. If you are not good, you are evil. If you are not with us, you are with the terrorist. നീ ഇതല്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, നീ ഞങ്ങളുടെ പോളിസി അംഗീകരിക്കുന്നില്ല എന്നാണെങ്കിൽ യു ആർ ആൻറ്റി ഇന്ത്യൻ ഓർ യു ആർ ആൻറ്റി അമേരിക്കൻ. ആ ഒരു കാര്യമാണ് അരുന്ധതി റോയ് എടുത്ത് പറയുന്നത്. So children, I am stopping here. Let's continue with comes September in the next class. Thank you.